Judd Trump has won 4 world ranking titles in all, plus 4 tour events, which have had a lower points tariff as far as the rankings are concerned. Stephen Maguire has won 5 full ranking titles, plus 2 tour events. In a longer career than Trump, Maguire 33 years of age now, Trump 25. Trump, a former junior prodigy, and the only snag about being a prodigy as he was is that there are huge expectations on you when you come into the senior game. Hasn't quite carried all before him in the professional ranks, but still doing pretty well.
touching ball.
An attempted cross double combined with black ball position if he got it, safety if he didn't. Trump's great breakthrough came in 2011 when he won the China Open, and then at the Crucible he beat Neil Robertson, who was the defending champion, in the first round, and went all the way to the final and lost an epic final, 18-15 to John Higgins. Subsequently he won the UK Championship, but he's had his ups and downs, had some quite poor results mixed in with the triumphs. one thing that has happened in the last couple of seasons is that playing in so many tournaments, Trump's safety and tactical game has improved.
Eight.
Trump has a very attractive style when he's going well, and has learnt
9.
to grind it out when he's not going quite so well.
16. 17. 24. 25. 31.
Frame winning chance now.
32.
Which was launched by a great red to far corner.
38. 39. 44.
'In his 9
45.
years as a professional, Trump has made 292 centuries. This clearly has the potential to be another.
49. 50. 54. 55. 59.
'He's a left-hander but uses the rest right-handed.
60.
In fact, he's a natural right-hander for everything except snooker.
66.
Took to the game like the proverbial duck to water. He was making 50s and 60s when he was only 8 years of age. Oh, that was unlucky. Tried to develop
75.
one of the safe reds.
$82.
So from Trump's first chance, he makes 82 and leads by a frame to nil.
A great start for Trump in the opening frame with a break of 82. In frame 2, it's Trump at the table with no scores recorded.
Another good safety from Trump. Maguire didn't really have a safety on there, so he had to go for that. And at that distance, it certainly wasn't easy.
One.
Trump's junior feats show how much natural ability he was blessed with. But of course, that's quite useless without the hard work to go with it.
I think many of the talented players over the years haven't always come through because I feel they don't have to work that hard. Sometimes it's the players that really have to practice, work on their game, improve their technique. They're the ones that have the longest lifespan in the sport. It's nice to think that Judd has fulfilled all his potential over so many years.
$16. $17.
Of course, the more you achieve as a junior, the more it raises people's expectations of you in the professional game, and indeed his own expectations.
24. $25.
which is 4 reds, 4 blacks.
Yes, and the table couldn't look a lot
32.
better to continue with reds and blacks here. There's usually
33.
something awkward, so often the pink wouldn't be near its spot. Goodness me, what a chance for a very big break here. We always say it, but of course you've got to win the frame. That's the first objective. But I'm sure he's already thinking that he could
40.
stay around reds and blacks. There's no reason to change that.
41.
No massive bonus for a 147 or even the highest break prize, but Trump will still want to do it. He did make a maximum in a European Tour event last year.
Didn't play a very good shot there.
48.
Of all the places on the table to finish, I don't know if he's got an easy shot to go red-black from here. Can't imagine how he's ended up having to play this shot and go up the table. So many reds out in the open play. For that reason, there's
49.
to be no maximum here.
Quite right to concentrate on winning the frame rather than play an extravagant positional shot for black.
Yep. It will usually come back to bite you, a decision like that. In that
53.
live play when the frame is not won. He knows this is an important match. It's only best of 7. Chance to go 2-0 up
54.
at the moment. Stephen Maguire's not potted a ball. He wants to keep him down.
$60. 61. $67. 68. $74.
A little conversation heard there. Judd might have asked Paul
75.
Collier what the high break is. And Paul said not a very big one at the moment.
Perhaps he doesn't know there's no high
82.
break prize.
Yeah, it's not usually what you'd ask. You might ask what the high break is, but not whether there's a prize, because
83.
I guess you assume there is to be one. Anyway, he's playing beautifully here. And the prize is a place in the best of 11 tonight, and a 6-figure sum for the winner of the tournament.
90. 91. $98.
Another classy shot.
99.
It made it look so simple. I had a very brief chat with Mark Selby. He reckons this table's as quick as any he's played on. Lightning, he said early on. Very responsive, almost too much so at times. But Juddy's having no problems, Clive.
106.
He's played absolutely beautifully.
Judd Trump 106 and the frame.
So after only 22 minutes play, Judd Trump with breaks of 82 and 106 leads by 2 frames to 0.
Welcome back. Stephen Maguire has yet to pot a ball as Judd Trump races into a 2-frame lead with breaks of 82 and 106. On to the third. Maguire is at the table, trailing by 37 points.
Now, how much does Stephen Maguire fancy this long red? If he was at his best, it's the pressure that Judd has put him under that's left him with the shot. Probably the pocket feels about half the size of what it is on this.
Well, normally that wouldn't have been any trouble for Maguire, but he's been potless for half an hour. So that must have looked more difficult than it normally would have done for him.
Well, that's going to make the sit down in his chair all that comfortable for Stephen Maguire, because not only the missed pot, but then Judd knocking another long red in.
Eight. Nine. 16. 17. 24. 25.
So it's over the line to 3-0.
30. 31.
Right-handed for simple shots.
37. 38.
Well, Maguire certainly wouldn't have been expecting this. 3-0 down without potting a ball.
$40.
Yeah, nice little cannon as well.
41. 46. 47. 52.
Always known he's capable of this. Judd Trump likes to please the crowds as well, playing a flash shot.
54.
Well, why not? He likes to entertain, and the frame has been won a long time ago.
57.
And these are all nice shots as well. I mean, the
61.
shot on the yellow with right-hand side was very special. That was just beautiful cueing. Pleasure to watch this.
66. Foul. Judd Trump 66, Stephen Maguire 6.
In only 34 minutes, Judd Trump leads Stephen Maguire by 3 frames to 0, and Maguire has yet to pot a ball.
Wow, Judd Trump is on fire, just 1 frame away from a Group 2 final place against Mark Selby. Maguire looks shell-shocked at the moment, and he is in trouble again in the 4th frame, trailing 56-5 with Trump at the table.
Oh, goodness. Oh, knocking the black in. And
Judd Trump 7.
well, it's been a bad day at the office. But it's not that he's played that badly, but things have just gone wrong. Firstly, playing someone that's knocking everything in. Well, maybe there's still a bit of life in it. He all of a sudden has missed one that was easy. Just when you thought it was close to handshake time.
Well, who knows? If Maguire can salvage this frame, the match could turn round.
Yeah, we saw Dominic Dale 3-0 down yesterday against Ding Junhui, and he was a long way behind in the next frame, made a clearance. The match got close then, it went 4-2. Could have at one point gone down to a decider, so it is a short match and things can change. Wanted to push the red nearer the pocket than that.
$14. $15.
Trying to cannon the red into a better position.
$20. Stephen Maguire 20.
Middle distance red, not really going fluently enough to be a Stonewall favourite to pot that. But at least the red has run safe. A pair of typically expensive shoes. He did show up in an expensive pair at the Masters a couple of years ago, but found that they were so slippery he couldn't stand up properly, so he had to resort to something a little more ordinary.
Yeah, have a little go at this one in the middle here. Yeah, it wasn't easy. Couldn't do it much damage. It's a good lead, isn't it, where the balls are? It's still a good chance for Maguire if he could pot one of these remaining 3 reds, and he could maybe lay a snooker on the red down the table by the yellow or get in behind it. It's by far from over, but it is a very healthy lead of 38 points. No, I can't believe he played that. I'm sure he played to put the red around the table, in which case it was the bottom cushion before the side cushion that he meant. Certainly the left-hand side cushion anyway. Now has got the snooker on the red between the pink and the blue. You can see part of that one, maybe part of the other one as well. No, I think the pot's on, albeit not easy.
Rolled it in very sweetly.
Yes, and it's decision time. He probably wouldn't get much better chance of getting in behind the red by the yellow from this green. It's not perhaps quite straight enough, but chances will not come very often to get in behind that one. I think that's the right shot, albeit one that he could miss, I suppose. No point in playing the snooker here. He's got to go for this, I think. Well, it's a certainty if he plays the snooker. Good shot.
5.
Positive shot.
Seven. Eight.
I didn't mean to be here. Good recovery.
Still on course for a winning clearance.
$15. 18.
After being annihilated in the first 3 frames, it's admirable the way that Maguire has kept his composure in this one.
22. 27.
Pink and black still needed.
$33.
And with that 40 clearance, Maguire takes the frame on the black to stay in the match. He still trails though by 3 frames to 1.
Welcome back. Stephen Maguire is finally on the scoreboard, but he trails 3-1 to Judd Trump. In frame 5, Maguire is at the table, Trump leading 6-0.
Well, the last time he was at the table, Maguire was in big trouble, and he's in big trouble again. Up and down maybe.
Foul. The miss. Judd Trump 6. Thank you.
Won't take the miss if the red is on to far corner.
Which it is.
One.
Might play this right-handed. He uses the rest right-handed. It's awkward as a left-handed player to do that, reaching across the table. It's almost a blind spot down there for
7.
players like Trump, Mark Allen, Barry Hawkins, all left-handers who use the rest right-handed.
8.
Lots of thought going into this. I mean, it looks a pretty scattered bunch of reds, but a few are covering each other. And he's always got the
14.
thin red, furthest one from the left, but he may be on another one as well. There you can get to the red that he's fairly close to. And there seems to be a gap that he can screw out of, either up for the black or around the table. He's holding for the black.
15.
Black might be completely tied up if it goes in. I'm wondering if it'll go up onto the green spot. Don't think its own spot is available. Oh, the blue is available actually, so that's not so bad.
$22.
In general, he's played well. His form's tailed off a little bit in the last frame and a bit. He missed a couple,
23.
but not very many. Looks sharp.
92% pot success rate.
$29. 30.
Well, if he was to go on and win, he'd set up a great match with the world champion Mark Selby later on. Over best of 11 frames, that's one not to miss.
$37. $38. $45.
Maguire fearing that he may have played his last shot of the day.
46. $52. 53.
This has been a magnificent exhibition of snooker by Judd Trump.
59.
He made breaks of 82, 106, 37 and 66 and was 3-0 up in 32 minutes. He also made a 55 break in the fourth frame, which Maguire managed to snatch on the black with a 40 clearance.
66.
But here he is again, in with 66,
67.
in pursuit of a century.
$73. 74. $81. 82.
Yeah, it's very impressive indeed. I agree, Clive. He's an absolute natural, always has been.
89.
Lovely to see him putting it all together. This is not an easy one, but it doesn't matter. He's played so well.
89 frame in the match. Judd
A
Trump.
tip-top performance then from Judd Trump, which he completes with a run of 89. He beats Stephen Maguire by 4 frames to 1 and will play Mark Selby in this evening's group final.